This is gonna have so much backlash, I swear it will. So, hi you guys, and welcome to this super brand new video where I'm kinda not dying. I lied, I am dying right now. Basically, this video is gonna be about the Dallas Cowboys and their season so far. I am already crying because this season has fallen apart and not been what I expected or wanted from it. I don't think it's anybody expected or wanted, so. So I was watching the game last night and I had so many high hopes because Dez Bryant was back, Matt Castle looked really good last week, and my hopes soon fell. I think they fell towards the end more than anything because of how many bad calls and how many mess ups there were from the offensive line, the defensive line. Matt Castle looked really good. He was throwing passes, he was calling the right plays, and it was good. And we had so many good the running game was on point, and he threw beautiful passes again. And, he didn't throw an interception this time. That didn't happen. So, I guess that's a plus for one. This play was really controversial. People were like, oh, it was right, oh, it was wrong. But I honestly think it was just BS. Those of you who watched the game, that, oh my god, 12th man thing where the Seahawks, yeah. Okay, so the Seahawks had called a timeout to do whatever. And then they had 12 men on the field, and the refs saw it. And we're about to call the BS of them having him on the field, and then the Seahawks, they called another timeout. And in the rule books, they say that it is not allowed to call two of them in a row, but they were like, oh, there's this little loophole that they did where it didn't count or whatever. And I was like, nah, no. That is absolute BS. That was a bad call. The worst call during the game. That literally, if we had gotten that call, it would have saved the Cowboys, would have gotten us further up the field, and we probably would have gotten a touchdown and won the freaking game. But no, once again, the refs screw us over. And by that, I mean I am still angry about the Dez Bryant catch that was not a catch back against the Green Bay Packers during the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, I know it's not a playoff game, but it seems like one because we've lost now 5 games consecutively in a row. Y'all don't understand how much this is getting to me. I was yelling at the screen while dying because of the infection I have, and I was just, it's a bad combination, which is why my chest hurts today, which is why I sound like death again. And, well, you know what, I might as well have died after that game last night because we really needed it to stay on point, and, there it goes, it's gone. I mean, we still have a chance because the Giants lost yesterday. The Redskins are gonna lose against Tom Brady, the Patriots. I mean, that's good for me. Not good for them, but good for me and the Cowboys Nation. And unfortunately, though, we're gonna be playing the Eagles, which means if they win, we're gonna have a lesser chance of getting the division at all this season. Or even being a wild card for that matter. But I mean, if we're gonna be out for blood, though, because they're the ones who re-broke Romo's collarbone and caused us to have a downfall this season. Because I honestly, 100%, if we had Romo and if we had Dez, if we had Witten all this season, we would be the ones undefeated. I honestly think that. Because after last season and our running game this season with getting McFadden, and then on the defense having Hardy, who made a wonderful play yesterday. So we would have had it. We would have had the division. We would have been undefeated. We would be on the road to the playoffs. But no. Philadelphia had to break his collarbone and ruin everything. But anyway, there were really nice plays like the Greg Hardy interception because he tipped the ball and then caught it and then ran. But then, once that happened, of course, the offensive line had to not get a first down and mess up everything and then give the ball right back to the Seahawks anyway. But it was still a pretty play. It was still an amazing play. So I can't exactly be why I'm mad because they screwed it up. And then Matt Castle. Matt Castle had more rushing yards than anybody on the field. Okay, he was smooth. He just saw an opening and he was like, oh nah, I'm gonna run. It's like, screw throwing the ball, screw this, I'm just gonna run. And he did, twice. And he got a first down, both times, so. And then I have a complaint about one player that has messed up multiple times this season. Beasley. He fumbled the ball in last week's game and caused us to lose when we had a chance to get down the field and win the game, but on the return he fumbled the ball and they got a touchdown from it. Yay! This game he oh my lord, he was wide open, nobody on him. Castle threw the ball to him and he freaking missed and dropped the ball. Like, how do you do that when he threw it straight into your chest and there's no one covering you? He needs to go back to catch the ball 101 and keep the ball 101 and catch the ball and run 101. Because this season he's lost his mind. Maybe he hit his head too hard. I don't know, but. And okay, lastly, like, there was a really scary play that like kind of made my heart hurt and kind of like, I guess the Seahawks deserved to win after going through that trauma, but you know, I still have to be mad a little bit. But I literally thought this guy was dead. I literally thought I saw someone die on live TV. And my cousin had gotten hit like that in football and broke his neck. And, well, he lived and he can move everything. He was lucky, like there was some miracle up above. But this guy, I literally thought he was dead because he's here. And our defender ran up and they collided, but the guy hit straight into his helmet, right into our defender's shoulder. And the impact was just so hard. It was such a hard hit. And he was out the moment they hit, and he just fell limp on the ground. He wasn't moving, and when the paramedics came over, he wasn't moving, and he wasn't doing anything, and they weren't moving him. And I was like, oh my God, I just watched this guy die. But luckily, thank God, when they got him on the stretcher, he woke up, and he held up his arms. He was moving every part of his body, and he just turned out with having a concussion, a bad concussion, of course. But I was so glad that this guy lived. Like, to be honest, I was so happy. And, you know, with the Seahawks winning, I was like, okay, after that traumatic experience of one of their teammates getting that bad and, like, everyone thought he probably died or, like, couldn't move anymore. So, my issue is that the Cowboys have lost 5 times in a row, and my heart is just aching because we should be the ones undefeated and going to the playoffs. But no, of course Romo had to get his collarbone broken in week 2. And, you know, Dez had to get his foot broken in week 1. And then we're losing 2 people. And then Hardy got hurt. And a bunch of other people got hurt. So we all basically had all of our backups playing, which never works out when everyone else is the first strings. Thank you guys for watching this rant video on my Dallas Cowboys. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.